All right, fellas, got news for you, gents. Sometimes this just isn't enough. And we're going to be talking about situations where it's not enough and what should you do and or get if this doesn't suffice. Stay tuned past the intro. All right, now I'm gonna be diving into some pretty scenario-based stuff in this, and it's definitely gonna be a longer one because I like to talk a little bit. So we're gonna be talking about what context does the CCW not fit into. Now, I wanna give you two prerequisites of this video by saying that most of the time, this will be enough. And for most contexts, this does fit you. But it's like my coach used to say, be prepared for the worst and happy for the best. What does that mean? That means if you're prepared for the worst, you're prepared for most situations that can come your way. But if the best happens, then you're pretty excited. You're pretty happy that you prepared for the worst because the best happened. Now, I'm not gonna be showing a whole bunch of stuff in this. I am gonna be showing a couple, but like I talked about in my last video, each of my personal pistols has a context and has a specific use for them. For instance, this is my main CCW currently. This is the one that I'm carrying the most right here, with the 15 round extension, 14 round in the gun, plus one, so 15 plus 15, I got 30 on hand, right? For most contexts, that is plenty, that's enough, right? So what context would that not be enough for? Well, let's say you're out and about, you're hog hunting, or let's say you get cornered by a plethora of guys. Now, that's why I have my war dog. Now, let me just show you a couple more things before I say that. This usually doesn't leave the house. I don't usually have nobody. This is like my shoulder holster carry in the house when I don't want to carry in a holster. Like on my body, other than on my shoulders, that helps support all the weight and stuff. This is like a CCW backup for me. Really important tool that I have. If I'm feeling really frisky, I'll carry this bad boy. I got a whole video series about that if y'all want to see that. This is my Rolling Special. This is more or less my on the range training tool. It's like my on the range backup when I'm shooting some other stuff. And then this is, as soon as my holster gets here, this will be my next main CCW carry. All right. So that being said, what am I talking about? What am I getting at? Well, I showed you I have the 30 that I usually carry, right? But this right here, 30 rounds off rip, standard capacity. Oh, sorry, YouTube 25 rounds, but it's really 30. I don't care. Honestly, I'm not here to appease the YouTube overlord, so I could give two shits about what YouTube has to say about my stuff. So, standard capacity. Y'all know what capacity this is. It's just a standard anti-tilt with the tape on it. I like putting different types of ammo in different mags, so that's why I label them differently. And I also mix up the ammo that I have in there because you never know what you're gonna expect, what you're gonna get into. Now, if I have to really, I use this as like especially if I'm like in a car context or going to my building, some type of context where I have like people following me, or let's say world without rule of law, or SHTF's type of situation, this is gonna be definitely my backup. And sorry, it's getting a little dusty. This is like my backup to get to my primary. If I have my way, this is definitely not my primary. It is a good, basically a way to get to your primary, but not my main primary. I'll show you what my main primary is. Get these out of the way. Due to certain laws and restrictions right now, I got this pistol brace goofiness right here. Still debating whether I want a 10-inch or really well, I got another project that I'm starting with this, but yeah, this thing is definitely gonna I'm gonna get my money's worth out of this. I'm making a couple videos about this coming up. I got a top 5 things I wish I would have known when I first bought it, and then top 5 upgrades that I'm gonna do. Those kind of go hand in hand, but yeah, this my baby currently. Let me just back it up a little bit so you can see. You probably won't be able to see the whole thing. Anyways, if I have my way, I'm definitely gonna prefer this over this. Why? A couple main reasons. This has, no matter how you slice it, more contact points. So I can grip a whole hand on this and a whole hand on this, instead of if I was doing it with the pistol, I'd have to do it like this, 2 hands. With this, I can spread my hands out more, get a better grip with each hand, maybe make it more stable. In addition to, if you use a bungee sling like this, that's 4 points of contact. So I got hand, cheek, and then additional shoulder. So that's 4 points of contact compared to just the 2 with the pistol. So you're going to be more accurate. And not only that, but like I said, standard capacity. You could get way more than this. This is just the standard. And then I'll show you, I got some more real quick. Show you some of my other options I got. I can make a whole separate video about this, honestly. But we can bring this off screen for a little bit. You got the coupled, so you got the 60 that you can just, reload. Then you got the 60 no reload. Still testing this. Don't know about the reliability yet of it. And then you got the 40. So you could couple 2 40s and have 80 just with 1 reload. So you got some really nice options off the top of your hand. And then getting into the weeds here, really with this specific rifle, right? I've done a lot of upgrades to the upper and the lower. We can take a few moments and talk about a few of them, considering this probably isn't going to look like this much longer. I guess I could talk to it. I got the Mo grip, which really I like that texture, and I like that extra over molding by the grip. This tube, whatever. I got the end lock and plate that like ratchets in. so you don't have to stake it, but it stays in place. Because I've had some come loose, and yeah, I got a whole different story about that. I'm gonna do another story time video where I talk about how this happened to me with some video footage. I've talked about it briefly before, but I'll actually explain using demonstrations. What else? I got the bad lever on here to help me reload and drop the bolt with this hand, with my right hand. A lot of people say that it gets in a, shouldn't do that because you got your finger by the trigger. You mean having your finger by the trigger where you pull the trigger? Yeah, anyways, I'm getting a enhanced safety, but for now I got that. I want to get the ambi probably, and then I got the enhanced big takedown pins. These have been a lifesaver, as well as I have a over molded what's this called, trigger guard, I think, for basically for gloves and stuff for when it gets cold and I want to train like that, as well as got the anti-walk pins, got those blue Loctited in place. I actually had one of my pins walking on me when I first how do you say, combine the parts. I don't know what I can say now on YouTube or not. They be tweaking on me. And then you know, I got the QD plate in the back. Nothing too crazy on this. And then the upper, really it's just a simple railed upper, 7.5 inch. I did get upgrade my charging handle to the ambi charging handle. I got like a regular pistol angled grip right there. Gotta have my American flag. Got another one coming too. Got my PEC 15, Sig Romeo 5, some cheap sites that I bought off eBay. And then got my sling adapter right here with some hand guards. And then I upgraded to get this flash can, and put some gasket sealer to seal some of that gas from coming in my face. That was freaking, yeah, because this thing is very overgassed. But why do I think that I need an AR over a pistol? Well, first, the fireballs and the screaming noise of this is gonna scare the people that are coming at me so much that they're gonna run like some cowards, as if they already weren't gonna run, but they're gonna run like cowards. And not only that, it's gonna be so loud that my neighbors are going to call the police 100%. So if I don't have time to call them in time and they can report there's been a shooting, blah, 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 you know, this is definitely a deterrent more than anything else. Like normal ARs, I know they're loud, but this thing is loud and it's throwing fireballs down at you. So you're gonna think you're fighting a dragon, to be honest. Like, I hope that the day never comes that I have to use this, but if it does, I'm sorry for you, G. Like, this thing is screaming, definitely screaming. The concussion alone is just gonna, might blow your ears off even if I miss. I'll throw in some footage somewhere in this video, shooting it at the range, and yeah, I just love this thing. But it's not the only one that I have. I also have an AK one that you can go and see. I'm gonna have to modify that when the rule goes into effect and blah blah. So not looking forward to that, but I will make a video on it if you guys are interested in checking that out. Yeah, I'll have a video on that too. But another thing why I think that I prefer this platform is it's definitely more modular than any pistol, like, just period. You can have so much on this, which is also, I think, one of its many downfalls and why it's so revealed, why it's so hated by everyone. And I might make a separate video on this. I made one earlier, but I might redo it and explain it a little better. But there's a reason why they don't want you to have this. That's why I think everyone should have one. It's easy to use, very easy to adapt to your adaptations, to your needs, to your wants, to your desires. You can have one lower and have hundreds of uppers, and they will all work with the one lower. It's super modular, and like I said, it can be adapted to any one of your needs: long range, short range, pistol. You got, oh man, it's so many different options you got now. I'm looking at the P90 option that they have that takes the P90 mags, the FN90 or whatever they're calling it. I don't remember. But yeah, it's this thing is thangin' for sure. I recommend everybody get at least a lower and invest in some options. You know what I mean? Get you some options that aren't too crazy, and do some research before you buy stuff, guys. I can't tell you that enough, because the video I'm making after this is stuff that I wish I knew when I bought this thing. Because honestly, I did not know Nathan, nada, zippo, zilch. But question of the day: do you guys think everyone needs an AR-15? Leave it in the comments below. But anyways, guys, this was entertaining or any type of informational to you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. If y'all want to see me shoot this thing more, leave a like and a comment telling me, hey, take it to the range. All right, guys, peace.